Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I've pulled the King of Cups as your overall energy for this message. The story that I'm hearing is a way that you have learned to understand better the difficulty that some of you may have had in expressing your emotions, in sharing your emotions, in showing emotion, or in wanting love and receiving love. This is about overcoming some kind of reserve, or at least better understanding it. Understanding yourself in the way that you have been required to do things that have been difficult and hard, that you believed required you to be um, uh, to hold down your emotions, to suppress things you felt, or to shelve them away in a place because they were not supporting something that you felt compelled to do, something you had to do. This powerful strength that you're showing is something that has supported you in gaining, in achieving something despite some fairly daunting odds that you have trumped each and every time. But understanding the way, the cost of that success, and the way that you have had to stuff down feelings as a result of that difficult journey you were making is something that you are allowing yourself to explore, to feel, and to better understand. This is a general reading, Virgo. It's not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I appreciate all the time that you spend with me, so thank you for that in advance. In the place that describes how you're showing up in the world, the Six of Pentacles is putting a fresh lens on the way that you exchange energy. And this is part of perhaps the result of the prompting regarding a better self-understanding of what it is you actually desire, the things that you've held at bay at the cost of jeopardizing some success that you were pursuing, and now understanding better how a deeper connection to what it is you desire uh, leads the way in the way that you build relationships, share resources, or work towards something as part of a team. The negotiation, the conversations result in agreements that always must be grounded on your choosing your desire. It doesn't mean that you can't compromise. Certainly you can and will as necessary. But in order to feel that you are receiving the support that you are providing is essential to the efficient experience of success and equity in your relationships. And it feels as though this better understanding of yourself is promoting a sense of equal give and take, reciprocity, mutuality in your relationships, so that you feel clearly that you are benefiting. It's interesting that this is a mix of emotions, understanding your desires as contributing to the success of your actions and the results that you receive. In the first house, the Magician. The Magician is ruled by your ruling planet, Mercury. And this is lovely because this is confirming a clear expression and connection to your will. So it's interesting because I am believing that you are wanting something that is a new layer of achievement for you. You're desiring something that you have not felt yourself worthy or deserving of in the past. There's a fuller experience of perhaps love or success that you are now determined to achieve because you're able to name it. And particularly for those of you that trade in words and language and presentation of ideas that teach this ability to connect your inner heart with an achievable goal, something that you believe is not only available, but available to you now, is a result of your maturation. It's a result of your understanding that whatever you've achieved, if it isn't an expression of love or an experience of reciprocal exchange, then it is not worthy of you at this time. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your soul, your foundation, the Three of Pentacles, is about a fruitful collaboration. And again, this is pointing to your home or your domestic environment. For those of you that work at home, you may be desiring to work in a way that allows you to collaborate with other experts aligned to a specific goal. This feels very related to your creative ability and your ability to be inclusive, to include your domestic environment as one of the collaborators on your team. So this can be a family project, a generational project, one that allows you to collaborate with your work at home, with others in other locations, a way that you are understanding the development of a community or a project as an outgrowth of your creative abilities and your ability and your willingness to be actionable about the things you desire. The seventh house of your significant others is leading very clearly to an idea of a desirable union. This again can be about a whole community that includes significant other or others. This can be the ceremonious celebration of a marriage, a connection with community, a way that celebrates again and promotes growth, learning as the key component to your success. I hope this reading is resonating for you. If you are inclined to share this reading, that would be wonderful. Please like this video if you're enjoying it, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I've pulled the forgiveness card. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. This feels less like a sense of anger, I suppose. I'm not getting anger from this. I'm getting an understanding that you have, in not always claiming your desire and not always stating or believing yourself worthy of the whole package, true love, or whatever it is that you feel would complete your successes. You are now in a position, as a result of understanding yourself better, to forgive yourself, to understand that as you have viewed your successes and your attempts at success in the past, perhaps this is in or with relationships specifically, that you are allowed to forgive yourself. You are allowed to be human. You are permitted to make mistakes, to forgive yourself, to be kind to yourself, to understand that if you truly understood some of the sacrifices, inappropriate sacrifices of receiving support, then you would have done differently. But making mistakes is part of learning, and your maturation, your desire to really accept yourself and the experiences that were required to get you to where you are is part of understanding and flowing with the process of learning and being a human being. You are not above uh, the errors and the challenges that all of us are. And it feels as though there are many exemplary achievements in your life, but this grasp or this attempt at a fuller picture, the whole love, the deeper wish fulfillment that in some ways crowns and supports this achievement is what you can now allow yourself to forgive yourself for. In the first house, the Magician card is clarified by the Six of Swords. I very much see you moving away, at least temporarily, from a challenging situation. And this is precisely because you want more than what you've been able to receive. So this can be a situation in which you are no longer clinging to perhaps a relationship or participation in an effort in which you are carrying the bulk of responsibilities, or you are only being provided with the minimal reciprocity that does not balance out with your desire to make a difference where you are, for your desire to participate more fully. Something is holding you back from that. And you are in your quest to gain that, if it is an intangible love or intangible completeness to a relationship, you are moving away from that and separating you from that situation, if only temporarily. In the fourth house, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Cups. This is such a confirmation of the understanding, the maturity, the forgiveness, and the healing that you're allowing yourself to experience. And it's interesting that this seems to be coming through some kind of a collaboration. And it feels very much tied up to the work that you do, the goals that you have for the creation of something beautiful, producing something excellent with a team of other experts. The Ace of Cups seems to be moving you in a direction of understanding better how this is your desired community. This is a community that fulfills you. This is, in essence, a family. And perhaps this is your way of working productively towards the equity that you are seeking more over in your life in all ways. But I do see you giving yourself, understanding that by forgiving yourself, by understanding the way that you have navigated your relationships in the past, that you are giving yourself the healing necessary to move forward in the quest for that. The Four of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Two of Swords. Here you are undecided, you are unsure. It feels to me like you understand that you are in a crossroads, either in a relationship that hasn't been satisfying or one that you imagine could be. And in some ways, they can be one and the same thing. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you are cutting out the possibility that a relationship you have or have had could be healed, could be saved, could be built in a better way. This is about knowing in your heart what is the direction you want to go. Your truth is revealed through your intuition. The truth of your love, love for self, appreciation of another, the willingness to work together is, you already know that. You already have encountered that. You already know what it looks like. So whether you're questing for a new relationship or improving upon a relationship you have or have had is within your own heart, within your own experience to recognize and pursue. This certainly seems to require more information for you. Perhaps you are connecting with someone you've detached from or separated from. Perhaps you are accepting the separation that has occurred in the past and have resolved to work with what you have. Whatever it is, it tugs at you. You are concerned in both directions. And I'm using the example of a relationship, but it can apply to anything. This can be something that you have literally built in community with others, looking at its direction, its purpose, its moral integrity. And that is, in some ways, uh, relevant to your quest for love, your quest for the right relationship. In the 10th house, the 6 of Pentacles is clarified by the 9 of Swords. You are ending a real, a long cycle of suffering. In fact, this has been coming up so often as the release of a story of struggle, a story of loss, a story of limited of pain, that understanding the world as necessarily challenging and hard, as necessarily hurtful. If this is the way relationships, you've experienced them at some level, it's no wonder that you have refrained from opening your heart more fully, seeking a love that you feel is necessarily going to lead in heartache, in suffering, in betrayal and loss. But you are overturning that story to some degree as you're gaining a better understanding of why and how you proceeded in your relationships as a result of your experiences. Forgiving yourself, healing yourself, and understanding that in fact, there are infinite possibilities in relationships as a result of agreements. And those agreements are ones that must be eternally communicated and negotiated. And perhaps that willingness to claim, speak your desires is the key that is turning your awareness and supporting your maturity in terms of all that you are deserving of, all that you are worthy of. In the conclusion, I'm going to pull crystal oracle, and one has flown out. The fire agate, and the key word is creativity, one that speaks in abundance in this reading. I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. If this reading has been enjoyable, Virgo, please check out more content here. And until next time, namaste.